Hi, I'm going to explain how to do a Z endorsement practical. Okay, if you pay attention and do exactly what I say in this video, you will 100% pass your practical on your Z endorsement. Okay, so the first part of this uh, test is you will say this truck cannot be used if this air brake test fails any part until the repair is done. This vehicle is secure, and I'm about to start this test. The first part of this test consists of a low air warning, compressor build time, governor cut out, and governor cut in. Okay, you'll see the operating pressure is at 100 psi, and I'm going to start this test. The truck is still running. So you start fanning the brakes down. You fan the brakes down until you hear the low air warning come on. You'll say this low air warning came on at roughly 59 psi. However, if this did not come on below 55 psi, this would be a default. The low air warning device will shut off about 62. And you'll state if this low air warning does not shut off, this would be a defect. You'll state that it shut off, and if it did not shut off, this will be a defect. Okay, you're going to carry on now. The truck's still running to a compressor build time. You'll grab your timer and you'll say, I'm going to do a compressor build time. The pressure is at 85, from 85 to 100. This will build in 2 minutes. If it does not, this will be a defect. It's at 85. You start your timer and you will tell them this is building pressure. This is building pressure. 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and it should build within those 30 seconds. And once it reaches there, you'll say this compressor build time was good. As I said, if it did not build within the 2 minutes, this would be a defect. I'm going to carry on to the governor cutout. You have your window down a bit so you can hear the governor cut out. You'll say the pressure is still building. This governor will cut out before 145 psi. If it does not, this would be a defect. The governor will cut out. You'll notice on the gauge, the governor cut out at 125. That's underneath the 145. As I said, if it did not, this would be a defect. I'm going to fan the brakes down now to check the governor cut in. Fan the brakes down 25 psi and start fanning them down. Fan them down to 100. You'll say it's at 100, and I'm watching for the compressor to build to cut in, the governor cut in. The governor is cut in and is building air. However, if this governor did not fail to cut in, this would be a defect. And if it did not cut in below 80 psi, this would be a defect. This part of the test is done. So you're going to go on now. You're going to say, I'm going to carry on now to the air loss rate, spring brakes, tractor protection valve, parking emergency brake. At this point here, you will charge the systems. Push your brakes in. Charge your system, and then you will shut your truck off and just turn it back on so the gauges are working. You'll say, at this point here, I'm going to test the air loss rate. This will not lose more than 4 psi over the course of a minute. Press your brake in, start your timer. You say the initial drop was 1 or 2 psi, and it is holding. The timer is running. Be 10 seconds, pressure still holding. 15 seconds, pressure still holding. 20 seconds, pressure still holding. 30 seconds, pressure still holding. He'll probably tell you to stop. That's good. You'll say, okay, I lost 2 on the initial, and I did not lose 4 over the course of a minute. If I had of, this would be a defect. Okay, now you're saying, I'm going to go on to the spring brakes. All you do is reach up, you pull your maxi on your trailer, listen to it, hear it, come on, pull your tractor, hear it, come on, and you'll say these spring brakes have activated. If they did not, this would be a defect. Now you're going to carry on to the tractor protection valve. So the tractor protection valve, you say, I'm going to get out and undo the blue service line and get back in the truck. This truck is still secure and everything is good. So you get out, you undo the blue service line, you get back in the truck, and either have the door open or at least the window down so you can hear, and press on the service brake. No air should not exhaust. You'll say, I pressed on here, I did not hear any air exhausting out of the blue service line. This protection valve is good. However, if I did, this would be a defect. Now you're going to go on to the parking emergency brakes. At this point, your truck was off. You're going to start your truck. You're going to say to the inspector there that I'm going to get out of the truck. I'm going to drain my wet and dry tanks. I'm going to hook up the blue service line and remove the chocks. The brakes are applied. This truck is secure. So you get out, drain the tanks, hook up your blue service line, and remove the tire chocks. Get back in, and you will then do a tug test. You will do a tug test. You'll push in the tractor valve, and you'll put it in gear and tug. This will hold, and then you'll reverse it and pull out the tractor valve, push in the trailer valve, and do another tug test, and that will hold. And then you'll say, this is good. However, the parking emergency brakes are working. If they did not, this would be a defect. Okay, this part of the test is done. The next part of the test I'm going to perform for you is the brake adjustment limit. You say, I'm going to get out of the truck. You apply the brakes, and I'm going to and chock your wheels. So you get out of the truck, you chock your wheels, chock your wheels, and then get back in the truck. Excuse me. The truck is still running, so you're going to you're going to push in to release the brakes. You say the vehicle is still secure. I'm going to release the brakes, charge the system is what's called. I'm going to charge the system, and I'm going to perform it on the driver's side front tire. When you charge the system, you turn the wheel out so you can get at the brake chamber, and you shut the truck off. You turn the truck back on, so you can read the gauges, and you get out and you take a measurement. You take your measurement tool, you measure the brake chamber. You say if it's a 20 inch, this is a 20-inch brake chamber. The measurement is 1.75, an inch and 3/4. It has a round port, which is a short stroke. A square port is a long stroke. However, this is a short stroke. And in this measurement is 3 inches. You get back in, take your brake buddy, put it on the brake, press the service brake in, get back out, measure it, and you'll say this is measurement is 1.5 now. So 1.5 from 3 leaves 1.5. This is good. This is under the 1.75 or an inch and 3/4. And you get back and you get back in the truck. You say, however, if this was over 1.75, this would be a defect. You get back in the truck, you take out the brake, you pull your maxis, and you say, this test is done. You follow each and every one of those steps, and you'll have your Z. That's for sure. This is on a truck and trailer. A truck and trailer with 2 trailers is 6 pounds on PSI on your initial loss, and a dump truck is only 3 PSI. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. Take care. Have a good one.